Welcome to Artist, where we learn a little bit more about artists. So for the first guest on the show, I'm having Ahmed Iqbal sit down. Hey, have a seat.
Hi, good to see you.
No handshake? No problem. So, first of all, how do we know each other?
I guess you could say we've known each other since we were born.
Yeah. Ready to jump into the questions?
For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get right into it.
What do you do?
I create things.
What is art?
It's just about creating something on purpose that makes other people notice it.
What beautiful thing have you seen recently?
Probably say this little leaf.
What is creativity?
Creativity is the ability to solve problems, to take a problem and solve it with a new way or a combination of ways that hasn't been done before.
What scares you artistically?
The only thing that really scares me artistically is not having the time or ability to create all the things that I want to.
What's the best sound you've ever heard?
Pretty easy one to answer. I think it's just the sound of my kids' laughter, especially when they were younger, but at any time in their life, just hearing them laugh.
What's the first thing you'd say to an alien if you just met?
Be careful on this planet. They may have seen a lot of things on other planets, but it's not exactly logical how human beings react.
How can you prove you're not an AI generation?
I genuinely don't think I can prove I'm not an AI generation. I think that's part of the challenge with AI. It's getting better every day, and anything we can do to prove that we're human, it probably could do the same.
What's the hardest thing about making art?
Choosing which idea you're going to really get behind. I think.
When did you realize you were creative?
Definitely when I was like 6, 7, I figured out I could create things pretty easily. But I didn't really think it was that special or that extreme until later in life.
What do you wish people would do more?
I wish people would care more. I think if people cared more about what they were doing in their own life and what other people were doing in their own lives, truly caring, not just judging, I think things could go a lot better for the planet and for each individual.
What inspires you?
I like when people try to do new things and find out new things about themselves and take adventures and take risks, and I think there's a lot to gain from taking those risks.
Any book recommendations?
Book recommendation that I'm almost always ready to give people is Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut.
Can you make up a conspiracy theory?
For the record, I don't believe this. Mushrooms create hallucinogenic effect in people to make people think that mushrooms and people and all living things are part of one kind of body, so that people protect mushrooms.
Can anyone learn to be creative?
I do believe anyone can learn to be creative. I definitely think with enough time, with enough practice, you can learn to be creative, for sure.
How do you feel about AI?
It's exciting and terrifying at the same time, and I think the key is to learn more about it and keep up with it as much as you can, because it's happening whether we're ready for it or not.
Do you think you've made your best work already?
As I've seen my own skills develop and my own creativity get even better, I can't think that something I've made in the past is going to be the best thing that I've created.
What does all great art have in common?
The best art is both technically sound, it's engaging, and it definitely has to deliver on being genuine and from the heart of the artist.
Why do you make art?
I make art because I can't imagine not making art. I just don't see another way of living where you're not making art.
Can you describe the state of flow?
Being in a perfect environment, having the perfect temperature, perfect lighting, perfect scene, and all your senses are kind of in the right place, and whatever it is that you're doing is just enhanced so much. Such a focused state of doing that one thing that the whole world just kind of fades in the background. It doesn't disappear, but it just fades pleasantly in the background so that whatever you're doing just takes over everything.
How can people become better artists?
Create more art. You get better through repetition, you get better through improvement that comes with doing more.
How can people learn more about you?
So people can find out more about me by just seeing more of this YouTube channel.
Any questions for me?
I think I know everything about you, so I don't have any questions.
Okay. All right, I guess we're done. Thanks to my guest, Ahmed, and we'll be back sometime soon with another episode of Artist to Artist. Did you have fun?
Yeah, that was fun.
Me too.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, probably won't though.
I like this guy.
Yeah, thanks.